Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we'll solve a very important additional mathematics problem, that is the line x minus 2y equal to 2 intersects the curve x plus y square equal to 10. At 2 points A and B, find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of the line AB. So this is a very interesting and very important simultaneous equation related problem. So let's solve. So here, how can you solve it? Here the line x minus 2y equal to 2 intersect the curve x plus y square equal to 10. So at first we can say that if we substitute the value of x from this equation to this equation, then we can easily solve the value of x and y, and we can easily find out the points A and B. So from this equation, that means the first equation, we can write x equal to 2 plus 2y. Now, if we substitute the value of x, then what can we find it out? We can write instead of x 2 plus 2y plus y squared equal to 10. So right now we are using the value of x here, then plus y squared equal to 10. Now solve. Y squared plus 2y. If I move this 10 in this side, we can write 2 minus 10 will be minus 8 equal to 0. Now, by using the middle term method, we can easily break down the middle one. So y squared plus 4y minus 2y minus 8 equal to 0. Then if I take y as a common factor, it will be y plus 4 minus 2 as a common factor, it will be y plus 4 equal to 0. Then if I take y plus 4 as a common factor, we will get y minus 2 equal to 0. Done. So here we will get y equal to minus 4 or y equal to 2. Now we can find out the value of x by using the value of y. So if y equal to minus 4, then x will be 2 plus, instead of y, we will put minus 4. So 2 minus 8, that will be minus 6. And if I take y equal to 2 here, so if I take y equal to 2 here, and then instead of y, we can write x equal to 2 plus 2 into 2, that means x equal to 6. So here we'll get 2 points actually. The first point from this one, we'll get minus 6 comma minus 4. Here from this one, we can find out another point will be 6 comma 2. Let's say this one is A and this one is B. Okay, point A and point B are done. Now the question says find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of the line AB. Let's draw the graph. Right now, we need to find out the equation of the perpendicular bisector of the line AB. So bisector, that means we need to find out the midpoint of AB. So how can we find out the midpoint? So midpoint of AB will be, here we can say the average of minus 6 and 6. So minus 6 plus 6 by 2 and minus 4 plus 2 by 2. So minus 6 plus 6 by 2 will be 0 and minus 4 plus 2 by 2 will be minus 1. Minus 2 divided by 2. So here we can say the midpoint will be 0 minus 1. So x is 0, y minus 1. So this is our midpoint. 0 minus 1 is the midpoint here. Now the question says find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of the line AB. So perpendicular bisector means we can draw it in that way. It look like this. We are just drawing it in that way. Then it must be 90 degrees. At first, we can find out the gradient of AB. So gradient of AB will be y1 minus y2 by x1 minus x2. That means change in y by change in x, or we can say rise over run. So here change in y, so we can write 2 minus minus 4 by divided by change in x, 6 minus minus 6. So 2 plus 4 will be 6, 6 plus 6 will be 12, it will be 1 by 2. And we know that if I want to find out the perpendicular bisector, that means the gradient of the perpendicular line will be the negative reciprocal of gradient of AB. So their perpendicular slope or perpendicular gradient, perpendicular slope or perpendicular gradient will be -2. That means negative reciprocal of 1 by 2. Now we need to find out the equation. We know that the equation of a straight line will be y equal to mx plus c, where m is called the gradient and c is called the y-intercept. So here instead of m, we will put -2. And instead of y and x, we will put this one. Here 0 represent x and -1 represent y. So here -1 equal to -2 into. Instead of x, we will put 0 plus c. So c equal to -1. So if I put this one in this equation, then the perpendicular bisector, that means equation of the perpendicular bisector will be y equal to -2x minus 1. And this is our final solution.